I'm Deirdre and welcome to the Kemp IT Law vlog. The European Court of Justice has recently provided guidance on the meaning of the requirement to provide a copy of personal data undergoing processing in the context of a subject access request made pursuant to Article 15 of the EU GDPR. CRIF, in response to a subject access request, provided a list in summary form of the personal data undergoing processing. The applicant felt this was not a compliant response, and ultimately the case was referred to the CJEU for guidance. In its referral to the CJEU, the National Court specifically asked for guidance on the scope of the controller's obligations pursuant to Article 15, and in particular asked whether the reference to copies included entire documents or database extracts, or simply requires the controller to provide an exact reproduction of personal data. The CJEU held that the copy of the personal data that's required to be provided must have all the characteristics necessary for the individual to effectively exercise his or her rights, and the data controller must reproduce that data fully and faithfully. Extracts, or indeed entire copies of documents or databases covering the personal data, may prove to be essential to provide context and to ensure the information provided to the individual is intelligible. The CJEU's decision was not surprising and serves as a useful reminder of the following points. It's not sufficient to simply list the data that is processed in response to a SAR. Article 15 is an expression of the principle of transparency that underpins the GDPR, and the individual rights and obligations under the GDPR need to be read in light of the legislation as a whole. Furthermore, the purpose of providing the copy of the personal data is to enable the individual who is making the request to understand the nature of the processing and to verify compliance with the various requirements of GDPR. Finally, the response should be in a clear, intelligible and transparent manner. For more GDPR-related content, please see our website at www.kempitlaw.com.